Welcome to Kumba Software DPAA tutorials. This tutorial is about how to make fine-grained snapshots and restore objects and files from those snapshots using DPAA, the DataPower Administrator's Assistant. So be sure to set your video playback to high definition, and though some visual details of DPAA may have changed since this video was created, the functionality will be the same. Now, there is a way to make a snapshot of every object and file, and in fact certificate, in a selection of appliances and domains using DPAA by going to the Configurations tab at the top and then starting a snapshot here. However, sometimes you might want to just make a quick backup, like a checkpoint of just a selection of objects, which is a little different than a backup. It's a little different than a checkpoint. One thing about the DPAA snapshot feature, however, is it's not limited in the number of snapshots one can make. So one can make as many snapshots as desired throughout a time. You can make one every day if you so desire, and then you can restore from any of those snapshots from any other time. It's like a backup in the same way because you're taking a configuration snapshot or a file snapshot and making an image of that at the time you make the snapshot. So to do this, I'm going to the Find and the Objects tab. I've selected a couple of object types. Now, keep in mind, I have a couple of appliances selected. I have a couple of domains selected. I'm going to select, just randomly pick some objects here, and it doesn't really matter that these are down. I think the point that we're trying to make is that we can select any type of object, any combination of types from any appliances, from any domains to accomplish this. I'll then go to the hamburger menu, and this is also available via the right mouse click, and then are going to select Create Snapshot. And when I do this, DPAA is going to go out and do a little bit more than what you would ordinarily think. It doesn't just make a snapshot of the objects directly, because we realize that you probably want to make a backup of everything you had selected that this object or these objects reference. So you can see that I have a password alias and domain settings and some other things in here, crypto keys that I had not selected. The other way we can make snapshots is of files. So in the Files and Manage Files, I've selected a number of directories. I've listed the files there. And again, like I did before, I'm going to select a number of files from different domains and different directories. And again, I'm not limited to 2 of each or whatever. And this time I'm going to do the right mouse click, and you'll see in here, right below the export, is the Create Snapshot. The difference between these two, if the export just goes to where you want it to be, where Snapshot goes into a Snapshots directory, and we're going to show you this shortly, under the DPA installation location under a dotted directory. So there's a big difference, a small difference in terms of where they'd go. But if I make that snapshot, basically what we've just done is we've exported the files that I had selected. Now, to show you how this works and where it puts it, what we have here is we have a snapshots directory located underneath the DPAA installation location. And we have a date for each snapshot that has been taken, whether we took individual items or we snapshotted the entire appliance and domain. We have a date for that. This is the date of the video that we're making, and so we're going to open this up, and then we're going to open up the directories underneath, and you'll notice that the names of this first line of directories match the names of the appliances I have selected, and these appliance names are arbitrary. If you're not familiar with DPAA, you can make these names up to be anything you want them to be. Underneath one of these directories, if I drill into that, provided I had taken a snapshot of items from both of these domains, then I should see directories matching the domains from which objects have been snapshotted, and I was intentional about making sure that I had selected objects and files from both of those domains. If I drill further into a domain directory, I see object type directories. And if I dig into an object type directory, you'll see that I have each object that I had selected to export resides within there in a simple XML. You can just open this up and you can see the content of these files. This is just a simple XML. There's no magic data. If I back up one level, you can see I've got other things in here like a crypto key or a crypto certificate, which means that these were referenced by objects that I had selected for export. So that's very important. One other thing you might notice is there's another directory here. It's called DataPower File System. Whenever you export a file or files using the Snapshot feature, it creates this directory, and when we drill into that directory, you'll then start noticing that there's a set of directories matching the file stores from which you exported the files. Then if I drill into this file store, we can say, or this directory, we can see that we've selected an XSL directory. Now, I'm in this domain, so when you start looking at these other files, you say, well, what did we export? Well, I only exported some XSLT files from the retail domain in the XSL directory, so I may not have exported something from every one of those directories, which is why we're only seeing the one directory here. As I drill farther in, we can start seeing the name of the file that we exported. And there is the name of the file that we exported. Now keep in mind, you're seeing two, but I am looking at only the first appliance. I'm not looking at both of them yet. If I were to go into the other appliance, then I would be able to see the other files, the other file that was exported or snapshotted from the other appliance. Now, we can always go back in time and we can restore objects from a previous time and whenever we want. And this is important to understand. If I right mouse click here, I also have a restore from Snapshot. Now, the only time you will see restore from Snapshot, it is when there is at least one snapshot of one of those selected objects that has been taken. Otherwise, the venue auction's not available. When we get to the wizard to restore the snapshot, DPAA aggregates. So we see I selected 4, but here I only have 2. And there's a reason why it does this. We can't restore for multiple snapshots at one time for a given file. So I'm going to select this file first, and you can see we had the snapshots of different times in places. Notice it seems like we have 2 duplicated here, but we don't. One was taken from this appliance, and another was taken from that appliance. The same thing down here, but on this date, there was only one taken from that appliance, and so we had to choose which one do we want to restore from. Now, this is obviously the one I've just exported, but when you select the different files and you select the different things, you start to see changes potentially in those files, and you can then see that maybe we want to restore to a different day. That I select the other file, I get the same thing. I can start seeing different things, and maybe I want to restore from the snapshot from this appliance. When I select Next, I get the selection of files, and it shows you now everything. So in this particular case, what we're seeing is the ability to restore these files. We're going to restore them into these different locations. We're going to restore this file, and basically what it's going to boil down to is we're going to restore this file from this day that were taken from these different locations. And so we see everything that we're about to do. Now, you can change your mind on whether or not you want to do a restoration. For example, if you're examining the screen and you see, oh no, we didn't want to do this one, I can turn that checkbox off. And when I do, and watch this, if I tab away, notice that both of these became unselected. This has to do with the fact that I haven't checked Foxy, and this says Scenery changes. Since I've turned off the ability to restore this file, DPAA assumes that you don't want to restore this one either, which is good because you want to try to keep these things in sync. You can turn this off, and I can turn one of these back on, and if I tab away, notice the checkbox did not turn on here. So I have fine-grained control over what I restore, when and where. And if I select Finish, then what happens is we restore the snapshots back to where they were. All on those appliances, only the ones we had selected in the final screen. With objects, it's slightly different. So we had taken some of these objects. I'll just take these two, and I'm going to right mouse click, and I'm going to restore from snapshot. Again, this shows up because I have at least one snapshot of that object somewhere in the history of time. When I select this object, you can see that this is the one I just took. And if I start going back in time, you start seeing like the cipher string changed and some other things changed. And so you can start to see that some things were different than they were before. And let's suppose that it's all of a sudden broken, and you need to restore just this object, not necessarily the entire domain, just this object from a historical snapshot. This is what gives us the ability to do so. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to select one of these dates, and of course you might have to scroll. Now I'm going to select Next, and just like the File screen, we have the ability to revoke and not restore, but because I've selected two objects from two different appliances, we're going to restore both of them to the same snapshot, regardless of where it was taken, and then are going to select Finish. And we have now restored those configurations back to the way they were on that day. If I do another quick search here, we're going to see that, I've now fixed the configuration of those two objects back to a working version because they were previously broken. And we can see that they're modified now. So it could be just one little thing that made the whole thing go down. And restoring an entire checkpoint or entire backup may be overkill. Restoring from a snapshot, as I stated before, is somewhat like both a backup and a checkpoint, from which you can save the day by restoring from that period of time. That's only half for this video today. If you'd like more information, you can go to www.kumbasoft.com. You can go to the Features and Tutorials page and review all the features and tutorials and thousands of features this product has. You can also go to the Contact Us page to make suggestions, file, service requests, or request a license if you don't already have one. Thanks for watching, and have a nice day.